The rise and fall of the Roman Empire, a tale of power, expansion, and decline. The Roman Empire is one of the most influential civilizations in world history, with its rise and fall shaping the course of Western civilization. Spanning from 27 BCE, when Augustus became the first Roman emperor, to 476 CE, when the last Roman emperor in the West, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed, the Roman Empire endured for over 500 years. Its impact on law, politics, architecture, and culture continues to resonate today. But like many great empires, the Roman Empire's story is one of both remarkable achievements and tragic decline. The rise of the Roman Empire. Origins of Rome. The foundation of Rome, according to legend, dates back to 753 BCE, with the story of Romulus and Remus, twin brothers raised by a she-wolf. However, historical records suggest that Rome began as a small settlement on the Tiber River, and over centuries, it expanded from a monarchy to a republic and finally to an empire. Initially, Rome was a kingdom ruled by kings, but by 509 BCE, the Romans overthrew their monarchy and established the Roman Republic. The Republic was characterized by a system of checks and balances, where power was shared between elected officials, such as the Senate and the consuls. This political structure, although imperfect, allowed Rome to grow into a dominant force in the Mediterranean. Military expansion. Rome's rise to power can be attributed to its military prowess. The Roman legions, well organized and disciplined, were key to the Republic's expansion. The Romans were adept at assimilating conquered peoples into their system, granting citizenship and creating alliances, which helped build loyalty and expand their influence. By 264 BC, Rome's power had spread across the Italian peninsula, and it soon began to engage in larger conflicts. One of the most significant series of wars was the Punic Wars, 264 to 146 BC, fought between Rome and the Phoenician city-state of Carthage. The most famous of these wars was the Second Punic War, in which the Carthaginian general Hannibal famously crossed the Alps with elephants to invade Italy. Despite initial setbacks, the Romans ultimately triumphed, destroying Carthage and becoming the dominant naval and military power in the Western Mediterranean. The transition to empire. By the 1st century BCE, the Roman Republic was plagued by internal divisions, class struggles, and political corruption. The Republic's institutions were struggling to manage its expanding territory, and powerful military generals such as Julius Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus began to dominate the political landscape. The most pivotal moment in Rome's transition from republic to empire occurred when Julius Caesar, having expanded Rome's territory to unprecedented levels, crossed the Rubicon River in 49 BC, defying the Senate's authority and marching on Rome. This action led to civil war and Caesar's eventual dictatorship. In 44 BCE, Caesar declared himself dictator for life, but was assassinated by members of the Senate, who feared he was becoming too powerful. Following Caesar's assassination, his adopted heir Octavian, later Augustus, defeated his rivals and became the first Roman emperor in 27 BCE, marking the official beginning of the Roman Empire. Augustus implemented a number of reforms, stabilized the empire, and presided over a period of peace known as the Pax Romana, Roman peace, which lasted for about 200 years. The height of the Roman Empire. Pax Romana, a golden age under the rule of Augustus and his successors, the Roman Empire entered a period of unprecedented prosperity, stability, and cultural flourishing. The Pax Romana allowed for the safe expansion of trade, the construction of monumental public works, and the spread of Roman culture throughout Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa. The empire stretched from Britain in the northwest to Egypt in the southeast, from Spain in the west to Mesopotamia in the east. This vast territory was connected by a network of roads, facilitating communication, trade, and military movement. Roman law became one of the most significant legacies of the empire, influencing legal systems around the world for centuries to come. The Romans developed a complex system of governance, which included codified laws, a senate, and local governance through Roman provinces. The adoption of Roman citizenship and the integration of conquered peoples into the empire also helped consolidate Roman control and foster a sense of unity. Cultural and technological achievements. Roman architecture and engineering reached impressive heights during this period. The Romans were famous for their construction of roads, aqueducts, amphitheaters, and monumental buildings such as the Colosseum and the Pantheon in Rome. They were pioneers in concrete technology, allowing them to create durable structures that have survived to the present day. Roman culture also flourished, with literature, art, and philosophy reaching their zenith. Writers such as Virgil, Ovid, and Horace produced works that remain central to Western literary canon. The Romans also made significant contributions to philosophy, with Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius shaping moral thought. The fall of the Roman Empire, internal struggles and decline despite its strength. The Roman Empire began to show signs of weakness in the 3rd century CE. One of the main factors contributing to its decline was political instability. Emperors were often overthrown or assassinated, and the empire saw a succession of short-lived rulers. The crisis of the 3rd century, 235 to 284 CE, was marked by military defeats, economic collapse, and civil war. During this period, the empire was divided into multiple parts, with different regions controlled by competing emperors. Additionally, economic problems, including rampant inflation, heavy taxation, and a reliance on slave labor, weakened the empire's infrastructure. Agricultural productivity declined, and the Roman economy became more dependent on plunder from conquered territories. Barbarian invasions from the 4th century onward, the empire faced increasing pressure from barbarian groups at its borders. The Huns, Visigoths, Vandals, Ostrogoths, and other Germanic tribes, once allies or clients of Rome, became more aggressive as they moved into Roman territory. The most significant of these invasions was the sack of Rome by the Visigoths in 410 CE and the eventual fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 CE when the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustus, was deposed by the Germanic chieftain Odoacer. The division of the empire. Another factor contributing to the empire's decline was its division into 2 parts: the Eastern Roman Empire, later known as the Byzantine Empire, and the Western Roman Empire. In 395 CE, after the death of Emperor Theodosius I, the Roman Empire was formally split into 2. While the Eastern Roman Empire continued to thrive for another 1,000 years, the Western Roman Empire faced increasing difficulties in maintaining control over its vast territories. The Eastern Roman Empire, centered in Constantinople, was more economically prosperous and militarily stable. The Western Empire, on the other hand, was plagued by internal strife, economic decline, and constant external threats. Conclusion: the legacy of Rome. The fall of the Roman Empire in 476 CE marked the end of ancient Rome's dominance in the West. However, its legacy lived on through the Byzantine Empire, which preserved Roman law, culture, and traditions for centuries. The Roman Catholic Church also carried forward many of Rome's cultural and religious traditions. Rome's influence continues to be felt today in countless ways. Roman law, architecture, language, and political ideas continue to shape modern societies. The idea of citizenship, the importance of laws, and the Roman model of governance have influenced the development of modern democratic systems. The rise and fall of the Roman Empire is a powerful reminder of both the possibilities and limitations of empire building. The empire's ability to integrate diverse cultures and govern a vast territory remains one of history's greatest achievements, while its eventual decline highlights the fragility of even the most powerful civilizations. The story of Rome's rise and fall is both a triumph and a cautionary tale, offering valuable lessons for understanding the complexities of power, governance, and human history.